All right, guys, now we're ready to begin the third part of this knee shield leg hug series. Okay, so what is going to be now? Again, the concepts are going to remain identical, but the gripping exchanges and sequences are going to be different. So before we learned collar and sleeve, knee shield, we're holding the collar and the sleeve. Upper body was forward. I was able to load her and do all our things from before, right? Now, then what we learned after was she had some posture. So this arm became not really relevant to me anymore, and I started using the knee grip. So I had a collar and knee grip. So now the third type of knee shield leg hug in this system will be cross sleeve and knee. Why is this good for us? Well, for one, notice before how when we had the collar and knee, how it was a little problematic when the person posted their hand. What does the cross grip enable us to do? The cross grip enables us to limit our opponent from posting. So now we have the elements of the knee grip, we have the elements of the cross grip all together. So it's like a hybrid of both the other two parts of the system together. And this style of leg hug with the knee shield is so powerful and strong. You'll feel that it's so easy to do this, guys, okay? And you could basically set it up from both types of sequences from before, right? Because every time you're holding a sleeve already in the collar sleeve system before, you could switch to a cross sleeve. Every time the person's posturing and you could go to the knee, you already had the sleeve, so you could switch your hand to the cross sleeve. So in theory, you could do this cross sleeve knee system for when the person's leaning forward with their upper body forward and when they're posturing. So that's what makes it, I think, so efficient, is because you're able to do it on both styles of base. Okay? So let's see how I feed it first, and then we're going to get into the same attacks from before. Because again, the concepts are going to remain the same, just our gripping will change slightly. Okay? So let's see. I'm going to be here. I'm going to have the knee shield hook, right? I'm going to be here with the sleeve. So how can I set up the cross sleeve in the knee shield? If her weight's forward, right? She's leaning forward, she's just normal. Her shoulders are forward, right? I'm able to grab her leg. So let's just say I wanted to grab the knee before. I go to the knee, she blocks my hand, right? She's blocking me here because her upper body's forward. So I grab the arm like this. So now, notice, I'm holding the sleeve here. So what does that mean I can do? Every time I'm holding the sleeve on the same side, look what I can do with my hand. I can grab a cross sleeve. Now, if I'm going to grab a cross sleeve, notice, my ideal grip on a cross sleeve wouldn't be this way. Because if it's this way, my opponent could grab me. She can make grips on me, right? Every time I want to grab a cross sleeve, I want to, if I can, in theory, get my hand on the opposite side of her wrist, like this. Okay? Because now it's going to be difficult for her to grab me. To grab my collar. My elbow stops her from grabbing my collar. Okay? Sometimes it won't happen like this, and her hand will be like this, and it's fine, but I'm saying in a perfect world, our ideal grip will be my hand on this side of her hand. Okay? So you see, now, let's think about it. Even though her upper body is forward, can she stop me from grabbing her knee now? No, because I'm holding this sleeve. Look how she can't stop me from making a grip on her knee. You see? If before, when I'm like this, block me, look how she can stop me. When I do this, look, now stop me. You see, there's no way that you can stop me. And I can start getting my hand to this side of her arm, and look how I'm able to move my body. Okay, so that's when her upper body's forward. Now let's look at when she's doing the posture from before. All right, so I'm here when she postured before. And remember when she was posturing before, she can't hand fight when I grab the knee, right? It's harder for her to, because for her to hand fight, she has to bring her body down. So when you see her and she postures, closing her elbow, I can grab the knee, right? So now what's going to happen is she postures up. I'm going to switch to the cross sleeve here again, pushing her wrist to her chest, and I'm going to get here. Look, this is even easier. See how there's nothing stopping me from getting this grip? Every time I'm here and she's fighting me here, it's very easy to get a cross grip on her arm, okay? So we'll either be like this some of the times, and other times we'll be like this. You see, with a punching grip on her wrist, okay? This doesn't matter as much as the concepts we're working, okay? All I need you guys to see is how I'm getting this grip. That's the most important thing for me right now, okay? So I'm here in knee shield. I have the collar sleeve. Her upper body's a little forward, right? She's not posturing, so she's in world one. All I do is this. I take my hand, I grab the sleeve. So I'm holding it here already. I just grab the sleeve here. And now look. Now look how my fingers could be. Now look how I can make a grip. So hand for me, grabbing the knee. Just watch how this exchange happens. Just flow. Boom. Here. Sorry.
No, you're good.
Here. Here. So I'm trying to grab the knee. She blocks me from grabbing. I'm here. She blocks me from grabbing. I'm here. She blocks me from grabbing. I'm here. I could grab 2-on-1 even. I'm holding the sleeve. I could be in this spot. Look. 2-on-1. I grab the sleeve. I can push down. I just go like this. 2 grips. Here. I just gotta keep my frames, right? I grab. I can grab. Now she postures. Her upper body's forward. Her elbow goes to her body. Look. I grab the sleeve. Now I'm here. Look. Every time I'm holding a same side sleeve grip, I can switch to the other sleeve. The only danger is if you're not controlling your opponent, they can run around you with the cross sleeve grip. But because I'm holding her leg in with the half guard hook, I'm able to control her. I have my frames. I'm all here. I'm blocking here. She blocks me. My upper body's forward. Now I'm here. She postures up. Her hand's here. Look. I go here. You see? Now I have full control of her body. Okay? So again, I'm here. I'm holding. She goes here. I got the sleeve. 1. I'm here. I'm holding. She's upper body's forward. I get the grip here. 2. I think it's more important when I'm doing this sleeve feed. If her upper body is forward and I go to grab like this, she might still fight my knee grip, you see? So if I'm going to do this sleeve feed from here and her upper body's forward, I want to go under her hand. Now block me. You see, you can't?
No.
It's just a little easier. If I get my hand under the meat of her pinky, then she can't fight my hand here. If my hand's like this, now fight my hand. Yeah, you see how she can kind of fight me here? So that's why if you're in this spot, her upper body's forward, I would prefer you guys to do it like this. Hand under here. Hand under here. Hand under, I lift up. Look, she's fighting me here. Look, here. Now I get the control of her leg. Okay, and if she's posturing, this is really easy because her hand is already up. See? So for her to fight me, she has to bring her hand down to fight me, right? So if her hand's already up, I can bring my hand under her hand easy here, and I can start getting the grip. Once I have the grip, her hand can be circling around, going all over. It's no problem. It's just I have to get to this knee grip, right? If I can't get to this knee grip, I can't do the new positions. And then I have to play back in the collar sleeve and do all our stuff from here. But now I want to switch to the cross grip. Now I get to this spot. Okay? So that's all I want you to do now. Just see how I'm setting up the cross grip, because you're going to feel that the cross grip is going to feel like super, super strong to do all the positions you already learned. So I wanted to just make this video for you guys to see how I'm feeding the cross grip. Then you could add that into your drills for the attacks you're about to learn right now. Okay, so let's work it. Bus. Okay guys, so now what we're going to do is we're going to follow identically to the setups we did in collar sleeve and the collar and knee series, right? What are we going to do? We're going to practice trying to sweep our opponent's weight to that back leg, and if they defend, we're going to end up in the other spot, right? So why is the cross sleeve amazing? The cross sleeve is amazing because the person doesn't have a post, right? So you're going to actually feel like it could be rather easy to off balance your opponent if you could get all their weight to this leg, okay? I'm starting with the sweep this time. You don't have to start with the sweep. You can start with the other one. Just like I said, because both work exactly the same, right? So if I was going to do the loading one, I would just try to put all the weight onto this leg. But now I'm going to start with this one just to show you guys how it doesn't matter which I start with, okay? So I'm going to show you how to do the sweep to the side here. It's not to the side, it's at that 25-degree angle, just like before. And again, there's no post. My arm is like this, so there's no post. And then after that, I change my weight to this leg. What does that mean? It's going to be easy for us to do the other one. And then that's pretty much it. You know, like we literally follow the same exact format as before. That's why I taught you guys this system how I did, because it literally builds on each other and you're just following the concept in all these different spots. The grips change, but the jiu-jitsu, the concept remains the same. Okay? So let's see what I'm going to do. I'm going to be here, initial. I'm going to hook the leg. I'm going to have the collar. I'm going to be in this spot. I'm going to have the foot on the shoulder or hooking, right? For this style of knee shield. I'm going to have the sleeve. I'm going to switch my grip, getting here. She can have her upper body forward or legs down, doesn't matter. Okay, so I'm going to get the grip. I'm going to get to the knee. I'm going to move my body to the side, move my body to the side. But notice, because I have a knee grip on her, notice, because I have a sleeve grip, what is our goal in sweeping someone in the rules of balance? To make someone's weight all on one side. So if I'm able to make somebody's weight all on one side, what I'm going to do is I'm going to move my leg to this way. I'm going to go on my shoulder. I'm going to use my shin across the body. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring her elbow down or to me. Either or is totally fine because I just have to get rid of this post on her arm. So typically when I pull the elbow to me, she's going to pull away and then I can push down. If I start pushing down, she's going to push toward me, I can pull away. Now all I'm going to do is sweep her in that 25-degree angle. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go on my shoulder. How do I go on my shoulder? Just holding the knee grip. I'm going to stretch my leg and I'm going to tilt her to that side like this. You see, and it's very hard for me to base when I do it like this, right? Because I'm pulling the knee, pulling the collar, and look how she falls, just like before. And I already have a cross grip, so now I can take my leg out and come up to here. Okay, so again, I'm here in the knee show. I have the collar sleeve, I'm here. Get the grip, I get the leg. Once I get here, look, I go on my shoulder, I'm gonna hook the leg, I'm gonna hook the arm. I can either push the arm to her body, or I can pull the arm to me. Both will be totally fine. If I pull the arm to me, expect it to close. If you pull the elbow to you, expect it to put weight. Now I stretch. I can pull the arm up and I stretch her down to the floor using my shin on her body. Once I arrive here, I come up to this spot. Okay? You see how it follows our rules of base, how all her weight's getting transferred to this side, and then her body collapses, right? Our rules of balance when the person's on the knees. Always the same format. Just like before we learned this, right? So again, I'm here, got the knee shield, I move my body, my head's aligned with her shoulder, I got the sleeve, I get to the knee, I go my shoulder. The second I go my shoulder, look how I'm able to use this leg with power now. I can either hook the shoulder using my shin or my foot could be on the armpit. Either or is fine. I'm going to close her elbow, molding it to her body, the concept of molding, and now look how I stretch her, she falls. Once I molded her arm, she has no base, right? This eliminates her pose. Now I can come up. Sweeper, Berimbolo people, you can do cool things here. If you want to do the footlock system, you start going on the knee here, and I bring the leg here, start tucking, using my shoulder on the toes, all of the things there. Okay, so again, here, and then knee show. Move my body, I get to this spot, I go to the sleeve, look, I get the grip here, I go on my shoulder. Once I go on my shoulder, look how I can use my leg really strong here. So put weight on me. It's very hard, right?
Yeah, very hard.
See, once I'm on my shoulder, I have the knee and sleeve. It becomes very hard for her to stay up here. The only thing I need to do, look how my shin is across her body. This enables me to sweep her. See how I have my whole leg across her body? That helps me put the pressure on her body to sweep her. Okay? I explained this a lot in detail before, so conceptually you guys are already understanding this spot, so I don't have to really elaborate as much what's happening because you guys see what's happening. You guys just learned it before. It's the same exact concept as before. Okay, so again, one more time. From here, I have the hook on her knee, I have the sleeve. Foot's on the shoulder, right? I'm here. Her elbow closes, I got the grip, I go here. I go on my shoulder. Once I get on my shoulder, I just have to transfer all her weight to this side of her body. Okay? She tries to post her arm, I just pull the grip to me. Okay, how I pull the grip, I connect her hand to my chest, I stretch, and now I move her body down. See, now I'm able to sweep her, come up. Okay, so I want you to work now this side sweep because it's gonna make you, again, really efficient at doing the next position. Then when you're good at the next position, it'll make you really good, efficient at doing the side, the 25-degree sweep, right? So that's where we're gonna work now, and again, practice both variations, the molding variation, and when they defend the molding, straightening their arm, you just use your chest on their arm, putting all their weight onto that side, and they shall fall. Okay, so we're gonna work that now, and let's keep going. Okay guys, so now following the format from before, we're going to do exactly the same exact thing. So why was I able to sweep her? I was able to eliminate all her base from that side of her body, getting it all to this side, right? Same thing as before. So now, how can she defend me sweeping her on this side? Putting her weight on this leg. So what does that mean? Just like before, now we can leg hug. We can lift up the leg, bringing it to our chest, right? So this is going to be the next position in this part of the series. Again, concept is identical to before. Our grips are just different. As you're going to see, between all three of the different families of the different spots that we can do this in, the different gripping. It's literally exactly the same. Weight on this leg, weight on that leg. We have our approaches, right? We do this for every part of jiu-jitsu. We make our system like this. Weight on this leg, weight on this leg. Group 1, Group 2, Family 1, Family 2, World 1, World 2. I love grouping everything like that. I feel like that's the most simple way for us to understand and do spots, and it makes it so much less confusing, instead of just thinking in your mind, oh, they do this, but my brain, how it thinks, if I make everything in groups like World 1, World 2, based on their posture and their weight on their legs, it becomes so simple. Because then my mind thinks instantly my list of system and approaches and positions, it just goes on autopilot and just does them all sequence in the same row based on her reactions, okay? So now I'm going to be in this spot. I'm going to try to load her this way. She's going to put her weight on that leg. We're going to do the leg hug now with the cross sleeve. Exactly the same as before. Okay, so let's sit. I'm going to be here. Give me a knee shield. I'm going to set up the cross sleeve however I want to set it up. I get the sleeve here. I start pushing her this way to sweep her, right? So she puts weight back. She takes her weight off of this leg and puts it on the back leg, right? So what does that mean for us? When the weight's on the back leg, it's harder now for me to sweep her this way, right? So all I'm going to do is this. Remember before how I used the collar? I lifted up, brought her this way, right? So now I'm just going to use the sleeve to lift up, but because I don't have a collar grip, I'm going to use my knee under her armpit. Because remember in leg hug how we learned that the armpit grip could misalign her spine, making her leg light and her balance off. So when I hold the grip here, all I'm going to do is bring my knee to her shoulder, lift up, pull the legs at me, and bring my foot up the same exact way as before. You see? If she kept her elbow closed, and I do this, keep her elbow closed, now look how easy it is to move her. Anyway, because when she keeps her elbow closed, she's now an anchor. She now molded her arm to her body, meaning it's easy for me to move her body this direction. See? She doesn't keep her arm closed when I'm here. I just said don't, and you just close it. If she doesn't keep the arm closed when I'm here, look what I do. I just bring my knee under her armpit. Look, I do this. Now I move my knee under. I scoop her knee under. I step on the hip. Right back to the same position from before. So again, guys, you see how identical this spot is to the other three? It's literally the same thing. It's just we're following a concept. The concept stays the same in all parts of the jiu-jitsu. Just the grips change. That's all the difference. So I'm here, hooking the leg. She's closing her elbow. I get the grip. I get the leg. Right? I'm here. All I'm going to do is this. I'm going to angle my body. I'm going to try to sweep her this direction. She puts her weight back. That's the difference. So I want you guys to see again what happened. Before I could go here, sweep her. She puts her weight now on this side. Look. Now I feel like it's hard to sweep her. So now I just lift up the arm, or if she closes, I just bring my knee here. So all I'm going to do is this. I'm going to pull it. I'm going to lift up this leg, and I'm going to bring my back to the mat. So I'm on this shoulder, right? All I do is this. Bring my back flat. I pull the leg up. I use my knee. I bring my knees up, step on the hip. Now I'm back to the spot here. So again, here, hooking the leg, I'm here. Pulling the sleeve, I grab, I start trying to sweep. She puts her way back. Look. See how my knee went under her armpit? This is so powerful. The second you get this, it's done. Like she's not going to be able to keep her weight down. See, it's very hard for her to keep heavy weight if I'm able to keep her weight off of that shoulder. See, it's going to be hard for her to keep this leg heavy. So again, I'm here. I have the grip. I grab the sleeve. I start sweeping her this way. She keeps her weight back. Look, I can't sweep her. Look. But look how her weight is already so light on this. Like it's already coming off the mat. You see? So when that happens, all I do is this. I open up and I bring my knee under. If she keeps closed, keep this closed, please. Because she's going to start falling. Come back. Because her weight goes back to that leg when she keeps it closed. But let's just say that she keeps her arm closed and I feel like it's hard for me to go here. I just go on her bicep. I push and then I open her bicep. Look. And now I step on the leg. See how her leg is like in the air like this? This is amazing time now to attack a toe hold if I want to attack a toe hold. See? But again, this isn't about tax, but it's just really, I see all these spots and it's exciting. You know, you see all the cool spots. Okay, so we're here.
We're excited for you.
So I'm here. I get the sleeve. I start going for the sweep. She comes up. One. Here. She closes her elbow. I start going for the sweep. I open her bicep. Here. And notice when I open her bicep, look how my knee goes to her shoulder like this.
It's also doing the same thing as if it was like this. You see how it's the same exact thing? So I go here, her elbow's open. Okay, you go here. And why am I able to do this again? Why? The weight's no longer on this leg. It's in the inside leg. That means I can load her, right? It's as simple as that. Okay, so I'm here. I start sweeping her this way. She comes out here. All right? I want you guys to work this now. As you see, the only difference is I don't have the collar grip anymore. Because I don't have the collar grip, we're just going to use our knee on this side of her body. And that's the only difference we're doing. Before we had the collar grip on this side of her body, now I'm just using my knee as if it was the collar grip. You see, that's the only difference. Conceptually, identical. Just my leg positioning and my hand gripping exchanges altered. That's all Jiu-Jitsu is, all right? So we're going to keep working this and we're going to go on to the next thing. Okay guys, so now we're going to go on to the last position in this series. And it's kind of funny because every position we do in guard, there's like a deadlift base. You know, like the person could just do this. You know, and it's actually really effective because they can make their legs very strong. So every guard you do, this happens. So
I'm sorry about him, guys. Okay, continue.
So now we're going to go on to the next position from here. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be in the spot, I'm going to try to move the leg up, and my opponent's just going to keep their weight on that leg and posting, doing the posture deadlift base. So now, what am I going to do? Like before, concept of an anchor versus manually moving someone. I can't manually move her anymore. So now the anchor has happened. So now I'm going to move myself. Okay? So it's exactly the same concept as before. That's why I'm very happy we're at this point in the series because I know you guys have the knowledge now to do this very easy due to all the positions from before. All right, so it's just going to be following our same format. So let's do it. I'm here in the knee shield. I have the hook in. I'm here. I'm hand fighting. In here, she's blocking my leg, right? So I get the sleeve. I get the grip. I go here. Once I'm here, guys, all I do is this. I try to move my head. I try to do the sweep, right? I try to pull her this way. None of those are working, right? Because her arm doesn't matter anymore how she's posturing. So now what am I going to do? Because I have the grip on her knee, I have the grip here, all I'm going to do is try to pull. I can't pull it, right? I can't pull it. I can force pull, but I don't want to do that. It's easier. I just go on my shoulder like this. Watch. I'm just going to go on my shoulder. I'm going to go on my head like this. Once I get here, guys, I'm going to bring my knee under her shoulder. I'm going to grab her toe, pulling it off the floor, pulling her leg up, and getting right back to the same spot as before. Okay? And it's again the same exact framing that we did before. Watch again. So let's just change angles because I want them to see how I climb on this side. So I'm here. I have the grip. She postures up. I go on my shoulder. Look. And look how my knee is trying to push her back down more and more. Because look how, if I can possibly get her leg off the floor. So when I'm here, I push. Look how now this part of the leg's off the floor. I lift. I keep the knee off the floor. I do exactly the same thing as before. See? So again, here. Grabbing the collar. Here, I got the sleeve. I go on my shoulder. If I can't get my knee under her armpit, look what I can do. I can immediately move her body off the mat. Look how I can bring her weight all to the upper body. If I can do this, it's even easier for now me to bring her leg here or to other things, okay? So just keep that in mind how it becomes even easier if I can get her off balance. But when she fights my knee pushing her, it gets me more on my shoulder and easier to pull her leg off the floor. So when I go here, and I'm here, I push, she puts weight into that, right? Now I just grab the leg, I pull it up, and I do the same thing as before. See? Now, let's say she tucks her leg in like before. So let me just go this way. She just goes dead foot, tucks her foot under the butt, right? That's the only reaction that can be troublesome for me here, right? So I'm here, I make a grip on the knee, whatever, I'm here. Her foot's under her butt, right? But remember, she doesn't have the arm anymore. So that doesn't exist because this arm is gone, look. So life is amazing for me there if I have this sleeve grip because the post doesn't happen. See, there's no post, which means I don't have that problem. So if she tucks her foot under her butt, it's a guaranteed sweep. She cannot stay up because her arm is not there to post. So I don't have to deal with that. So again, look what I'm doing. The only difference in this series, as you guys are seeing, is I don't have the collar grip, so I'm using my knee under the armpit and fighting her shoulder more.
I'm playing with my knee as if it was a collar grip, basically. Okay? So we're here. My foot could be on the shoulder or hooking the armpit, whichever I prefer. Doesn't matter. I just need my shin across her body. I'm here. I'm holding the sleeve. I go to the knee. She blocks. Go here. Now look. I go up here. I start using my knee like this to push her up. If I can scoop my knee under and go back to the spot from before. But when I do this, she's gonna fight me to keep her leg up. Like put your leg normal. Normal. So here I try to fight, she keeps her leg up, right? If she tucks her heel in, she's gonna get swept, so she has to keep her heel out of her butt. Because that's the only way she can stay up here, look. So now I can pull her leg up and clear it. So guys, remember how before I explained the concept of sweeping someone when the person's on the knees? Look, if my butt exceeds my heel, I fall, right? If I don't have a post. Obviously I don't because it's a cross grip. The second I move my heel on the outside of my butt, look how I can post. Because my heel is on the outside of my butt. What does that mean for us? The heel's on the outside of the butt, we have leg hug. We can take out the leg, lift up the knee, take the foot out. So it's a win-win. If they want to tuck their foot in here, awesome, we're gonna sweep them. If they want to keep their heel out of their butt, so now they can stay up, now we're doing our whole system from before. Remember, dead foot means we take the knee off the floor because the base is on the butt. Now we climb, remove the foot. Live foot means this part of the foot's weak, so we lift this up to take the knee off the floor, we remove the foot. Exactly the same thing as before, guys. Okay? As you see, the only difference is I bring my knee under her armpit. If I could push her armpit to me, I can lift her up. If she defends the push to the armpit, it makes it really easy for me to lift up that leg. Okay? So watch it one more time. Here, I have the knee shield, I hook the leg, I'm here. I have collar sleeve, I got the sleeve here, I got the knee, I go on my shoulder, I move my body, I use my knee on the armpit, she defends. She stays up. But now her heel is tucked under her butt, look like I can do. Come back. Don't tuck your heel under your butt. So when she's here, don't tuck it. I can still sweep you probably. Yeah. So take it out a little more, yes. Now it's not under her butt, look. Now I can't sweep you, right? So now look what I'm gonna do. All I do is this, I open, I can also move her there. So I just take the knee up, I pull the foot off, I open the leg. I come back to the spot. Okay, so now in your drill list, there's going to be 3 things happening. I want you to play with all 3. 1, you notice that heel's tucked. They better be putting all their weight on this side, or they're going to get swept really easy. You know, then I just lift them up, push the armpit, lift them up. 1, 2. They don't put their weight on that side. Easy sweep. Now they remove their heel from their butt. Now you try to move them again to that side with the armpit, lifting up the leg manually. They anchor. Now you're on your shoulder anyway. You start pulling the leg up. Now you're in a leg hug system. Dead foot versus live foot. Remember, dead foot means what? Knee is easy to lift. Then we climb down the leg. Live foot means what? Lower part of the leg easy to lift. Then we go to the knee and climb up. Okay? So you're going to play with all these things together now. And guys, you're going to notice that the cross grip is actually probably the strongest way to play this. You know, because it's really so hard for someone to defend when you're dominating both sides of their body. It's going to make them feel so off balance of getting swept that you'll actually get the leg every time probably. You know, because it's so easy to do this. The second you get a cross grip and knee, it's going to be so hard for me to base here, you know. And I'm stuck because you have the hook on my leg, okay? So that's all you're going to work now, okay? And as you guys see how we built this system, everything came together, right? Like there's really no like spots that are confusing here because there's an answer for every spot, you know. For leg hug, this is perfect how we're playing, you know, and this is what this whole knee shield style was about in this series, was all about getting to leg hug with the knee shield and with the other spot as well, right? So we're going to work this now and we'll continue from there.